Yo, yo, yo. Listen, Ryan Milky. Yesterday was Twin Peaks Day. Twin Peaks. Today is Walking Dead Day. Let's go. Dude, I liked it.
Oh yeah. Damn, it was so bloody good.
Yeah. It's funny because I watched what is it? What came out first? It was the Maggie and Negan one. It was fine.
Dead Sea.
I barely paid attention. It was okay. The Daryl one was okay. I liked what they were doing. I just didn't like the middle of I liked the beginning and the end. Let's just put it that way. I didn't. The middle was.
I preferred Maggie and Negan over Daryl.
Did you? I mean, I liked the premise and what they were trying to do with it. But I don't know. But this was really good, and I really liked what they did with the whole backstory with Rick. You got a little Michonne in it, which we'll talk about. And I know that you've seen most of the second episode already, so we won't spoil too much there. And I have not seen it, so I don't want the spoilers. But you kind of told me what the premise of that is, and it makes sense based upon what we saw in this first episode. So, What's up, chat? So tonight too, we're also doing our bi-monthly giveaway for Patreon and channel members. So if you're not signed up, feel free. You will be entered if you sign up tonight. We will probably do it near the end of the stream. I'm trying to move away from Patreon and go to channel memberships because that way it's all in one spot. It's just easier. Like sometimes when I'm doing Patreon, it's cool, but I don't get the interactions with people because I think it's a totally different platform. And so I kind of want to just move right over to the channel memberships. And it's all in one place, and I can do pretty much what I can do on Patreon. I can upload videos still, Patreon, or I'm sorry, channel membership only videos, like we did with our Star Wars Rebels and Clone Wars review. So I might even start putting some of those up there, the full videos that we had. So anyway, guys, if you guys are interested, hit that little join button down there, and you'll be entered tonight. And I'm giving away an Amazon gift card. Also in the corner, right there. Those are QR codes to our Instagram. How cool is that? Ryan came up with that awesome idea, so we ran with it there. So we have our Instagram links right there. I'm gonna have to tweak it for next week because when we run a banner, I'll kind of show you guys here. When you run a banner, it kind of cuts it off. So I didn't take that into consideration. So next week that'll be changed and we'll make it better. So yeah. And then the background you see, we kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit. This was all in Ryan's idea, and he kind of told me what he wanted, and I kind of played around with it, and he played around with it, and this is kind of what we came up with. So, hope you enjoy that. Hopefully, it makes it a little more interesting to sit here and listen to two nerds talking about The Walking Dead.
Well, I felt like you're all used to me and Headless now. You will know what it comes when it comes to breakdowns and reviews with these kind of stuff. So I thought, what can we bring back for the second season of the shows? And we need to up the quality of the stream for you guys watching. So this is just a start. Wait till we get to House of the Dragon. Wait till we get to more stuff. It's going to be epic.
Yeah, we're both kind of already playing around the House of the Dragon one, and we really want to make it look cool. Again, we don't want to take too much attention away from what we're actually saying, but yeah, I think it's nice and subtle. The little zombie guys just kind of just hanging out. Thank you so much.
It makes sense.
Brother. Thank you. I will definitely make sure you're entered, and I know you're still a patron anyways too. But yeah, thank you. And also, Umpty. Let's see. I think it's Umpty, Charles, and Mark. I do have your pins ready to be shipped out. I'm probably going to ship those out tomorrow if I can get there. If not, it will be Tuesday. So you should have the new pins by the end of the week. And the new pins are anyone who subscribes for 2 months or longer. So I just got them in about a month ago or so. I know, Ryan, I shipped you one. There it is. So there's the new pin, and much bigger than the old pin. I think it's much nicer than the old pin. And so yeah, and then the QR code is like a link right to my social media stuff. So, oh crap, did I miss the giveaways? No, bro. End of the stream. All right.
Good to see everybody. Hey, Johnny, Poppin.
What's up, Johnny?
And Blaze. Good to see everybody.
Hey, Poppin. Oh yeah, Poppin. So Poppin agree with you. Maggie over Daryl for sure. Yeah. All right, so we put together. So I have AMC Plus. I was able to watch it a couple hours ago. So I was able to put together a little bit of slideshow here in case you are confused with some of the characters, and it just helped us go through the episode, try not to miss anything because there was actually a lot in this episode. I messaged Ryan earlier today, and I said, dude, I'm watching the Bad Batch, and I'm like I'm about halfway through the first 3 episodes, dude. I'm making a video on this probably this week, probably tomorrow or Tuesday. Dude, it's so terrible. It's so terrible and boring. Like, I'll save it for the video. But man, I don't know. I don't know. And I know, Ryan, I know you really haven't watched it at all. I
No.
could you into first 2 seasons. I literally could, and you could pick up in these episodes and watch it if you want. But man, it's incredibly boring. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Dude, I just can't get into it, and yeah, but I think you'll enjoy my video because it has some stuff to do with the sequels. So, Anthony, even if you win, you don't have to be here, brother, because I know I have your information. So yeah, for channel members and that kind of stuff, you don't have to be here live. So it's the winner gets it. All right, so Quick just finished it. Yeah, let me do a little poll. Let's do a little poll. You guys want to go to Poll Town? Let's do a little poll really quick before we start. So we're going to do a poll. I want to see what you guys are thinking here.
Like I said.
If I can remember how to do it, I feel like I haven't done a poll in a while. All right. So we're going to do. Wait, where's the button at? Where's my button? There we go. All right. We're going to do a poll. What grade do you give? What was this called? The episode was called Years. So we'll just say what grade do you give Years? And we're going to keep it simple, people. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to give it. I can only do 4 choices. So we'll just do we'll do it that way. All right. So let us know, and we'll come back to the poll here in a little bit. All right. So Ryan, let's pull up our little Johnny Knight. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, man. I really do. And I know we talked a couple, but like probably a month ago, you were worried that you weren't going to get the pin if you're 2 months. And yeah, dude, don't worry. I will get you the pin in good old Canada, even if I got to drive it up there myself, because shipping will be too much. It'll be cheaper to take my electric car. All right, Blaze. See you, brother.
Welcome to the board, Johnny.
I asked Blaze earlier. I'm like, dude, are you gonna watch this? Are you gonna watch the show? He's like, dude, I ain't watching nothing about zombies. I think he's afraid of them. I don't know.
Probably gets enough of them down in wherever he is, Arizona.
That is
correct. All those people that have ran out of money that have walked the wrong direction from Vegas.
I know, right? All right, so we have episode 1, and Ryan, you told me earlier that it's going to be 3 episodes or 6 episodes. 6 episodes.
6 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, 6 episodes, and the first one is titled Years. And then we're starting off the episode, and we see Rick, and the first little thing we do see is it says, I think it says 5 years after. If you don't remember, what season was that? I don't even remember. It was after Negan, right? So it was like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I think it was 8 or 8.
Yeah. Okay. So Rick ended up basically trying to save the group, and he basically ignited this bridge, and they all thought he died. And eventually, Michonne figures out that I think he was still alive. He found I can't remember. She found something. Was it the cell phone or something, or he found the cell phone? I can't remember.
And then we also got the Jadis thing, didn't we? With he was an A and not a B, and that's how we knew he was alive.
That's right. And I think she's in the series, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we'll see her. So yeah, but that's kind of where we left off, and the whole the whole show begins 5 years later, basically. So so we start off, we see Rick, he's kind of staring out the window at these huge like fans, and we come to learn that this is how they have their power. And we see something happen, and so he's kind of sitting there, he looks depressed, and we see him take a piece of glass and actually take it up to his throat, like he's about to kill himself. And I was like, again, we haven't seen Rick in 5 years, and that's not the kind of character that we know Rick as, to be. What were you feeling there when you first saw that?
It was a bit strange, and obviously, it kind of made me feel like we were viewing it through the viewer's eyes because I don't know. I was giving up on ever seeing an end to Rick Grimes' story in The Walking Dead. I never thought we'd see it because
It's
it
like
was
the
supposed to
view.
be movies and then it was cancelled and all this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So maybe him, maybe gonna top himself was how the fan base was feeling because it was like, right, it's been enough time now. We need to see this. So maybe that was what that was. Maybe that's how I took that. I don't think
Yeah,
he was ever going
that's
to do it.
actually a really good point. Like, I mean, how many times we watched it because we're fans, but like, man, there's so many times I'm almost like, why am I watching this? This is like so bad. And then we broke down the finale, and that was not good either. And I don't know.
Yeah, my my
It,
my best friend Amy is a massive Walking Dead fan and a
yeah.
massive Rick Grimes fan, and she has had a countdown calendar on her phone from the day he left to today, and today was Rick Grimes Day, and it was like a birthday celebration.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm so glad I have it back. I mean, he is the Walking Dead for me. I mean, I
Oh
like
yeah,
Michonne too, but like
he
Rick is the
personifies Walking Dead.
yeah, and it's amazing they actually were able to continue for so long like they did without him, but it was just never the same show. I mean, although how cool Daryl is and Carol and whatever, but like it just I never cared about it as much after he left. So.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's sitting there contemplating life basically, and then we're gonna go through the rest of some of these characters that we did meet, and then we'll kind of go through the entire episode. So then we have Okafor. So he is the guy who what is the title? What is he part of? What is the number, the
say he was
letter?
the general leader.
Well, what was it? The CPM or CPR or what was it?
CRM.
CRM. So he basically was like Rick's, I don't want to say mentor, but he saw something in Rick over all these years because we do go back. The episode basically takes place in the past. So we kind of see leading up to the end of the episode when we're kind of more into the current day. So this is all in the past. But yeah, Okafor basically sees a lot in Rick. He's kind of there to kind of help him, I guess. But he also knows he's headstrong and he's arrogant. But he knows that he has some talent. And so
Not chest
Okafor's.
strong though, is he?
I mean, would you want to add anything to that about Okafor?
Yeah, he's not chest strong. He may be headstrong, but he's not chest strong.
True. This is true.
No, I got very, very good acting vibes from this guy. I don't know who he is, never seen him before. He reminded me of a couple of actors though, which is always a good thing. But no, he was very, very good
Yeah, I thought it was
as a mentor, like you said, towards
yeah,
Rick.
and he was so patient. Because that's the thing. Like, there's a couple of scenes we'll talk about. Dude, he was so patient, with him, and there's one scene that they're like literally fighting, and he's barely would even fight him back. It's interesting. It's an interesting character.
Yeah,
Then we have Thorn, and Thorn is part of this was it CRM.
CRM.
Oh, they're popping. Nice. Can't remember much. There we go. Now I won't ever remember it again. See. What's up, Kenneth? The CRM, and she was okay. I don't know. What do you think? Is she in higher up, or is she like on the same level as Rick? I was getting a little confused back and forth with this one. I couldn't tell if she was actually like at the same level. She's trying to prove herself still, or was she a
Yeah,
higher
I
level?
feel she's the same level as Rick, but not the same level as Okafor.
Okay, so she's trying to become a citizen as well, or she already is. I guess that's where I
She
was
already
getting.
is, I believe.
So she already okay. So she already is. So she's like, so you got Rick who's trying to become a citizen of this grand nation, and this is taking place in Philadelphia,
Yeah,
and then we have her who's kind of like in the middle tier, I guess, and
same level.
then
She just has military background, so it's up in here.
so you're saying the same level as Rick or same level as Okafor, because that's a big difference.
I would say she was just a little bit higher than Rick. think Rick's just about to get in. That's what we see in the episode. He's
we don't
accepted
see
in and he starts the training.
because we don't see her, and well, when we get to the opening scene, we don't. I don't think she's in that scene, right? Or is she? I don't think she is.
I didn't see her. No.
Yeah. So she's saying,
I like her accent, by the way.
Yeah, she was good too. I like the name Thorn. I kind of like that. Shows a little bit of strength. Poppin is saying she's the same level as Rick, so she's trying to become a citizen. I don't know. I can't remember now. I can't remember much either. Apparently. And then the next person we have is our boy Terry Quinn from Lost. He is the Major General Beale. And he didn't have a huge role in this episode, but it was good. And Rick, in the one scene they're talking, and he joins them on the bench, and it's funny because he's like trying to see if Rick is lying or seeing what's happening and is there any secrets. And there's a bunch of secrets that Rick is told in this episode, which I found a little bit strange. He's somewhat new, and these guys are giving him all these secrets. But I thought for the small role he had in this episode, he was very good. Just like he is in everything.
Yeah. Just before I comment on General Beale, go back to what Poppin said there.
Yeah.
So when she leans in over the railing, she says to Rick, "Thank you for trying to run, because now she won't try and run again."
That was her?
Yeah.
Oh, it was her saying that. You're right. Okay. Yeah. See, like
nice
like when you
good pickup.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right. See, I for some reason I was thinking that was someone else, but you're right. It was her. Cool. Okay, so there you go.
Back onto General Beale. Joe earlier on in the first live stream I did popped off for this guy. He said he knew this guy and he was amazing, and I've never seen Lost, unfortunately, so I don't know who this guy is and if he's a good actor or not. But I think they set him up pretty well, because obviously somebody goes out at the end of this episode, and I think that leaves space for this guy to step in as the big bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think definitely he's going to be the
and another person, but we'll get onto that next episode.
Okay. Yep. All right. So then we kind of come into the opening scene when he's trying to become a citizen. So we try to really listen to see what they actually call the walkers, because they call them something different. And these guys were called something different. It's something with Ignite. I couldn't quite catch what they call them, and the subtitles wouldn't bring up her voice because it's very, very faint in the background. But regardless, they're going out trying to prove themselves to become a citizen of this, this new community. He's the new Negan. There you go. And I thought it was cool looking at the little fire in the walkers and stuff. I thought that was neat. How because you figure they burn them, right? And so they're burning from the inside. So how are these zombies not dead? Or
because it's only the brain.
Yeah, that's true too. But if you would think eventually they would just burn away. It doesn't seem like that's what happens though. Now, the one thing, as we were making this slideshow, the one thing I was thinking was, do you think maybe they're lit on fire before they actually come up there? Is the CRM doing that to make sure that at least they eventually will die? If some of the citizens, if these people going out to try to kill them end up dying, at least these guys will burn to death and they don't have to worry about it.
Poppin hit the nail on the head. It's the napalm from when they blow up the cities.
Did we see that happen in this episode, or are we just assuming?
Yeah. No, he remember the Okafor explains how he blew up those cities and he killed his wife. That's where all those zombies will come from.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a good point.
Napalm infused zombies.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what happens is the citizens run out, or not the wannabe citizens, I guess, and they're attached by they look like huge fishing rods, right? Or fishing poles,
yeah,
or whatever.
This guy in a suit was crazy.
Yeah, and they run out, and they can only go they can only go so far, so they don't, I guess, apparently escape.
How long's a piece of string?
Yep, and we see Rick run as fast as he can, basically going through all these zombies, and eventually he gets pulled back, and then we see the first shocking moment of the episode, about 8 minutes in, not even, and
a jaw dropping, oh my god, shout out loud shit the bed. What have I just watched episode?
right?
Yeah.
I was not I thought there's no way. Like, I mean, and they paused a little bit too, but we see Rick remove his hand because that's what the handcuff is on. So he cuts his hand off and tries to escape. And as he's running, like first of all, like listen, like props to anyone that could actually do this. I guess if it was life or death, I guess you would do it. But technically, it wasn't life or death for Rick. But I mean, you saw him. I guess it was his belt around his upper arm, but you could tell it wasn't like really tight because blood is dripping all over the place. It was pretty gross. But that was crazy, man. I was not expecting that at all. At all.
But didn't you try and cut the rope first?
Yeah, but I think it's like wire. So he knew he
But
couldn't.
still, you just went through bone.
Yeah, well,
Put the wire against the rock. I know you last minute you've got to do it real quick, but damn. I would have at least took the hand as well. I wouldn't have left it where it was.
what are you gonna do? Sew it back on?
Yeah, but imagine if someone finds that. That's going to be one hell of an expensive movie prop. I'd
Yeah,
walk
I
and
mean,
go, Carl.
cool. Yeah, I mean, Poppin, I assumed that the wire was it was like some type of steel where the X was not going to cut through it. And I'm sure they thought of that when they plan to do what they're doing with all this you become a citizen or whatever.
That was
Quick
insane,
says
though, cutting his hand off.
it's about time he loses a hand. Because Rick has really not suffered too much. I mean, a little bit with friends dying, but like as far as like injuries, I mean, he's been shot, right? Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah.
I believe that the governor took his hand off as well in the comics.
Oh, it takes Rick's hand off.
I'm not sure if he takes Rick's hand or if it's the governor's hand that gets taken off, but something to do with the governor and a hand in the comics. Somebody please clarify for me if they know.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the comics. Unfortunately,
Rick losing a hand is for fan service. There you go. So this is what I'm saying.
yeah. Yeah, I mean it was good. I mean, it was a good shocking moment, So we see him eventually they do make him like a fake hand that's into like a fist. And so this is another one of the training things here where again they're just trying to prove themselves. And so this is like I'm assuming that there's these walls like those little holes in the wall they close. I think, right? I mean, did they show that?
They
But I'm
didn't show
assuming,
it closing, no, but they were just
but I
always
would
being
assume
manned.
they do. And it's almost like a little window. And basically they have the zombies come up, they kind of make noises and whatever, and the zombies come up and they basically just start killing them. So this is
Just like
another
this guy
training
down here.
exercise. What'd you say?
Just like this guy down here, our friend
Yeah,
that
that
joins
guy.
us.
Yeah, that guy. That's Fred. Fred the zombie.
I liked this part. I liked it when he was going out of control, when you were seeing the flashbacks of him and he was just stabbing and stabbing and stabbing. I think I made a comment on the live stream with Tell.
Oh, he's
I'm
going
not sure who's got more kills, Rick Grimes or Chopper. I think it's close now. So
it
we'll
is
see by
getting
the
there.
end of this season.
But dude, he's like going crazy too. It's like
It was insane.
yeah. And this is that whatever that is at the end, like the 3 or 5 spikes or whatever it is, and he's just like the way you twist it and they just smashes.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. I could see how being in a zombie apocalypse that would get very addictive. That being good at it and doing it a lot.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool scene too. And then at one point he does one of the zombies actually like almost pushed him over, and then Okora or was it Okafor ends up coming over and helps him out. And
Yeah, he's actually had quite a few lucky shots with arms in this episode. Maybe that's something to keep an eye out. I forgot that the arm comes through the gap at the beginning and then an arm
yep.
later on with a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye out for that. He cut his hand off on his arm. This is what I'm saying. There's something going on with his arm. Looks like the weed from the garden. Good point.
So later on in the episode, but I think before this scene is when he actually talks to the general major, Beale, and he asked Rick when they were over there on that bench. He asked him if there's any funny business going on. I'm pretty sure or is that after this? Not now. I'm not sure. I think it is before, isn't it?
This is after he was just at the fences with the zombies.
So he has not talked to the Major General yet at this point. I thought he did, or because I know they told him some secrets and they're trying to go doing that.
That's not happened yet.
That hasn't happened to this. So all this part happens first before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, this guy is Esteban Garcia, and he works in the I guess like in the sewer district or whatever you want to call it. He's like he works there, and Rick basically knows that there's another training thing coming up where he wants to escape through this certain drain. So he goes to his buddy here, and this is the second time we actually see him in the episode. We meet him for first, and they have like a little conversation. But he basically asks him if he can give him some idea of where this drain leads, and he basically says, "Oh no, I can't do that." And then he basically does it without doing it for the most part. So he basically tells him it's about a mile away, and that kind of stuff. So go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just agreeing with you, but yeah, no, I like him. He kind of reminds me of a Father Gabriel kind of figure.
Yep.
From the original series. Man of faith, maybe. Man of goodwill and honor. That's why he broke the rules without breaking the rules, kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I think he's good. Unfortunately, I don't think he's going to stay for the season. I think it's obviously all these people are expendable.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the people end up probably, I mean, I don't know.
New.
I mean, you told me before the live, you said you think that there's going to be probably a season 2 because these are the two characters that people want to see. I mean, I guess in the summer, I guess what is it? The Book of Carol or something is already coming out.
Yeah. I have a theory that we'll get onto at the end later. About how they might be bringing more of this, but I just think that the reception that this first episode has had alone in the first couple of hours will definitely force AMC's hand to have more seasons. Okay. If Dead City has been announced for another and Daryl's been announced for another, then you're damn right sure this is going to get announced for another.
So is the Book of Carol going to be her own, or is it the continuation of the Daryl one?
It's the continuation of the Daryl one.
Continuation. There's renaming it. That's a little confusing.
I believe so.
Yeah, because I don't really need to see how Carol got there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But I'm good. Like, let's just continue.
Because he's bold, Ryan. Yeah, that's why he reminds me of Father Gabriel.
So they go to another training, and he kind of does a couple things to fake his death. That we see him taking a helmet off. He finds a walker and he cuts his hand off and all this other stuff. Puts his dog tags on it because he's getting ready to escape through this drain. And he's getting ready
to cameo with Billy Butcher from the Sanderson Sisters movie. It looks just like Billy Butcher.
And I don't know how he's not getting eaten here. I guess he's got padding. Ryan, I don't know. Sometimes I wish they wouldn't even do that because it's like, how is he not getting bit? But all these other characters get torn apart when this happens, And it's not like you got him right away either. I mean, he had a second to bite, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me, but if you look real close at Rick, that doesn't even look like Rick to me. I'm sure that's a body double.
You think so?
Dude, I cannot see it properly.
Yeah,
like maybe it's just the age of him, but
yeah,
it looks very, very different.
Head. Yeah.
Anti-bite suit, duh. Okay, quick.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't have an anti, bite suit?
Yeah, they're the CRM. They're the most successful roaming murderers. There you go. Successful roaming murderers.
Oh, CRM. There you go. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. But anyway, so he's trying to throw a grenade because he's trying to escape and he wants to make an explosion. So some of that body, I guess, or the body that he's set up kind of like burns away because you could tell it's not him. But I think his idea is that he wants to burn it and kind of make an explosion.
Distract the horde as well.
Yeah, and distract the horde. And then he goes to throw the grenade, and this happens, and then he kills a couple other walkers, and then all of a sudden we see her. And she's just randomly walking around with all these guys. And so he
screamed in his face.
Nope. So we don't know her name or anything. Assuming
she's not even credited with a name yet.
Yeah, I mean, assuming she's going to be an important role here moving forward. But so he has the decision to make. Does he try to save her and help her, or does he continue to go into the drain? Or yeah. So he chooses to help her. So he kind of puts that other plan on hold for now. And then we see Thorn, and I'm not sure what slide is next. So we'll get to this in a minute. But we get the Thorn, and she basically figured out what he was trying to do. And they have like a big conversation when they get back to their base or their home or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. What do you think about the conversation when she's telling her about this? So somehow she knew her or something, I guess.
Yeah,
Do
I
you remember?
didn't quite follow the whole thing with all that. I was a little bit confused with that one.
Well, I don't know if she actually knew her, but she explains to her that her parent. It sounded like to me like she said her parents were two of the walkers that were walking around that area, and that's why she was there. She
Oh,
was walking around
yeah,
with
the girl was upset because he just killed her mom as a walker.
Yeah. And so she kind
Yeah,
of tells her a
that's
little bit of that backstory of her. And, it's a good conversation. And I think Rick looks at Thorne a little bit differently as well. Because he comes in there and he's just drinking and he's probably in depression because he's like, that was his chance to escape. And he just didn't do it because he chose to, you know, save her.
I love
So
that. I love that comment, quick, Joe.
a bunch of flowers. Yeah, nice.
Oh, I love it.
So then after that, so in now this is the second version of this I'm calling it a dream sequence. Ryan has a little different theory on this, but I mean you kind of see him wake up each time he's thinking about this, and he's got his hand back, so that's like the reason why I think it's a dream sequence. Um, but we kind of see Michonne. This is the only time we actually see her is in this like dream or whatever he's having, these visions he's having of her. And the first vision is kind of like him meeting her on his like bench, and then the second version is like he told her to meet her, meet him back there. And then it's weird too because like out of nowhere he brings up like bringing her a wedding ring. And so I again, it's to me it's more of a dream sequence. I don't know, Ryan, what do you want to say your theory?
Yeah, I think this is the end of the show. I think this is the happy ending that we're going to build to, and
And
we're
you?
getting teasers for it without even told. I think they've done it before as well, and I think they did it with Rick. I vaguely remember him having visions of being happy in Alexandria before they were even in Alexandria, and that was why he was so determined to get there. And then it ended up being that we got those scenes played out in real life, and
So
it was
how
it was a flashback.
okay, so why does he have his hand back? Because they clearly show that.
Good
That's the
point.
only that's the only reason why. And it's just when they pop up. But I don't know. We'll see.
Good
I
point.
mean,
But I think he looks like an older man in these scenes.
I do too. I do too. And maybe like his dream of like when all this is over, but this is weird that he's like re-meeting her and it didn't seem like they knew each other. I don't know.
I think that that'd just be a comical thing to do in a new world. Would I would do that with a girlfriend? I'd be like, "Hey, nice to meet you, my name's Ryan," even though we've been married for 20 years. It's just a comical
Okay.
thing to do in a whole new world once you've
All
got
right.
rid of all the bad guys.
All right. So what we have 6 votes, 7 votes. Let me check it real quick.
Crazy out there theory, but you never know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's to me just the most sense seems to be like it's just a dream sequence, and it's just a way to bring her into the show. So we have 7 votes. So 71% of the people in the chat gave it an A. So that's probably like 5 people. One person gave it a B. One person gave it a D or an F. That's a little bit shocking. I wonder why.
It's
If you
probably Umpty because Umpty said, "I don't watch this and I won't watch this."
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay, that makes sense then. But yeah, I mean, if you gave it a D or F, you did see the episode. I'm really curious to see why you didn't like it, because I think it's by far better than any Walking Dead that we've gotten over the last 4 or 5 years. Even
I've got a hot take.
you want to give it
This
now? Or you
was
want to
the
wait?
best. Yeah, this was the best ever Walking Dead pilot episode. Better than the original.
I don't know about that. Yeah, pilot is awesome.
So is this. This was like a movie.
Yeah.
You could have gone to the picture theater to watch this, as Joe said on the live stream. You could have watched this in the movie theaters, and you would have been perfectly happy leaving. You wouldn't have had a single disagreement with it. It was cinematography at its best. The camera
Yeah, I
lens.
mean,
I want to know what camera they used. Rick looks like $1 million. Like, what camera is it?
yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it does look great. Don't get me wrong, and there are a couple WTF moments for sure.
I didn't feel like this after the first episode of The Walking Dead, and I know it's different. This is a limited series. That was the start of a whole new
Yeah, and
franchise.
also you're talking how many years ago was that filmed? I mean, that's the technology is so much different as far as who knows what that could look like nowadays.
Yeah, and that's why I say
mean,
that this is my favorite. This is my favorite pilot of all Walking Dead franchises.
okay. I mean, that's like saying That's like saying Last Jedi is the best Star Wars because it looks so great.
Okay, bro.
In my
It's
opinion.
not just because it looks so great. There was everything else as
I
well.
know. I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you crap. No, I thought that was great too. I would still take the original Walking Dead, but
Umpty didn't vote. Okay.
yeah, you're probably right. It probably was Blaze. So after that dream sequence, he wakes up and he kind of has to make a decision. Because he's such in a bad place. He basically is like, well, it's either committing suicide, like we saw almost, or it's basically getting rid of trying to get rid of the memory of Michonne, because if he keeps dwelling on it, he's never going to survive in this crazy world. And he makes a decision to survive, which is why he kind of tosses it all away. It was kind of sad to see him do that, especially
It
like
was.
the cell phone, or I think that's a cell phone or something that you drew the picture on, right? It's kind of brutal. And then we see him write these letters, and didn't she find one of the letters in one of the other episodes of The Walking Dead? Didn't
Yeah,
she find one
yeah, I
of them?
believe so.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And it's kind of sad hearing him say, this will be my last letter, and then he doesn't even throw it out in the bottle. He ends up just burning it. So it's kind of
Hmm.
yeah. This was a little bit of a sad scene here.
It was hard, yeah. It was like we just witnessed what he'd put himself through to try and escape again, and it failed. And it's
Yeah,
like, well, next one's just going to be his life. So it's like he kind of did give up on Michonne, and he does say that.
yeah. He does. He really does give up on her there. But again, he had to kind of make
And
a
his kids.
decision. He had to make a decision. So
And remember, he doesn't know about RJ.
he doesn't know about who.
RJ, his little boy.
Wait, what? What? RJ?
Michonne's little boy, RJ, Rick Jr.
Wait. When did this happen?
in the last season.
Of Walking Dead?
Little RJ.
So wait, it's Judith and RJ?
Yes.
Dude, that's how much I just don't care. I didn't even know. That's how much I barely paid attention to the last season.
Yes, he doesn't know that he's got another
She had a
child.
baby?
Yes, RJ.
Oh my gosh, dude, I didn't remember that.
Little
Wow.
RJ, bro. Yeah. He doesn't know, and it's going to be an amazing thing when he finds out.
Wow. I didn't. Wow.
He thinks he's just fighting for his daughter and Michonne. He thinks he's only giving
Right.
up on them.
Did you is this scene in the finale? When
Yeah,
did
RJ's in the finale.
he is in the finale? Oh, is that when they're running away with him? And they have him when they're running through the
Little
streets.
black boy.
How old is he?
7, 8? Young.
What? He's 7 or 8.
Yeah, he's only young.
Dude, I don't know why I don't remember this at all. I might have to go back and watch the finale then. I don't know. When did she have him? 7 or 8?
I don't remember.
Or
But
does she
yeah,
have him off screen when she's not in the show? I don't remember now.
I don't remember. I know that RJ and Judith are definitely.
Wow, I don't even remember that. That's why that's why we have
And
you on
Carl.
Coral, RJ. Wow. Okay. Wow.
Rick left before Michonne knew she was pregnant.
I don't know why I don't remember any of this. But again, I in all honesty, dude, like the last like 4 or 5 years of it, I barely paid attention. Like I put it on to put it on, and then I would barely pay attention because I didn't think it was
Poppy
that
says, I
far.
can't believe he threw them in the fire. Doesn't he care about the environment?
I know. God. All right, so after that, I think we did at this point we probably skipped the conversation with the general major guy Beal there. So if we go head back a little bit, so he did sit down with him and talk to him, and Okafor did talk to Rick about, so I guess it was just being, he wanted him to join him because again, he knows he's a talented fighter. He knows he's a smart guy, and they were not. What did they want to do? They didn't want to
They want to make change within the CRM.
Yeah, they wanted to change it up because it's not that it's a dictatorship, but they wanted to make
It is a dictatorship. It's a group of men that choose whether you live or die.
It is. Yeah. Okay. But basically, yeah, so they wanted to do that, and he asked Rick straight out, what are the secrets that you know? And Rick basically says nothing, and there's nothing he needs to know about. And basically lies to him, and
He obviously already knows.
Yeah, I mean, he wants it. Yeah, so we'll find out more about that, and then toward the end of the episode, we kind of go back to that same shot we saw at the very very beginning with Rick sitting there, and we find out that the suicide attempt thing was actually that was like the almost the end of the episode that we saw at the very beginning. And the reason why is because we see here on the television that Omaha, which had another one of these huge main cities, was taken over and destroyed. And I think they said 90,000 people died. So the zombies or the walkers took it over. And I don't think they know quite how it happened. Is that correct? I don't think they know.
I don't think they know. I have an inkling, but don't think they know.
Okay. Yep. So we're not really sure. And so the only two major cities left right now are the one in Philadelphia, and then there's another one in Portland.
Within the CRM. Remember, the CRM logo is 3 interlocked circles, and that means 3 cities.
Right. So when we say 3 cities, now that doesn't mean there can't be anything else, but those are the 3 that we're focused on right now. Poppin says he doesn't think the walkers did it.
Well,
and
I also think with Omaha being taken out, that the CRM are now weak, and they need to factor in that third circle again.
Yeah.
And where are they going to find that?
Yep. And then in the final part of the episode, so this is kind of after Rick makes this. This might even came up. I can't remember when this came up. I thought it was at the end, but then we see them take off. Okafor and Rick and a couple other soldiers are on a helicopter, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not even sure where they're headed. Like, are they just headed for more training, or where were they actually headed? I went back and rewatched it. I still not sure where they were headed.
I think they were just heading out on assignments.
Just doing this, having an assignment again. And Rick, Okafor makes a comment to Rick saying that, he hasn't really been very talkative lately, after him destroying all of Michonne's stuff, after the Omaha destruction. And Rick kind of tells him a story about when he was, I think he was 7. He tells him about his father. And this is Rick's old house when he was young. And his father, we find out that his father actually made the fire happen because of, I guess they couldn't do I think he was a farmer or something, and the crops weren't coming in. So basically he causes, they do insurance fraud for the most part to build it up again. And his father, I guess,
burn the crops to build a new batch.
Yeah, exactly. And his father doesn't die, but he gets severely burned, and eventually his father dies, and but it's
saving him in the process.
It's saving him in the process, and you can see that. You can see that in Rick. Rick wants to save everybody. And that's one of the reasons why he ends up choosing to live, because he wants to save the world. He really does. And that's the decision he made when he tossed away the Michonne stuff, because he was so close to killing himself. He really was.
He'd have died trying.
Yeah. And then so they kind of talk about that in the helicopter, and then out of nowhere, this dude gets shot with this missile or something.
It's one of the best TV shows ever.
Yeah, I mean, dude, out of nowhere, you think Okafor is gonna be a main player in this, and boom, This dude gets blown up. Like I
Red
didn't
Wedding,
even want
Game
to.
of Thrones style, like, boom, he's dead.
Yeah, dude, and like I was gonna grab a screenshot of the blow, but I don't even know if I'll put that on YouTube, dude. It was so gross.
It
But I
was
mean,
the boys style
yeah,
when
yes,
when the new lady that can blow people up with her head, she just looks at them and they blow up.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
what it was. It was that kind of thing. I was like, that is freaky.
yeah. Now here's my thing. Like, okay, Rick is literally sitting 3 feet from him, and then he just blows up, and Rick doesn't get hurt. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, I get it's inside, but like, if that thing hits a helicopter, it's blowing up the helicopter. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Especially
I'm
when
not
that
a.
guy's got all that tactical stuff on and he blew up from the inside out.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, but it was pretty cool. Um, so Quick said he believes Omaha Falling was in World Beyond.
Was indeed. Good catch.
Was it really? Okay, so it was in
Yep.
episode. I watched the first season, but I didn't watch the second season of that.
It got
So
cancelled after the second season.
right, yeah. So the second season they talk about that Omaha, huh?
Yeah, they do. Popping, I squealed like a little girl. It
I,
literally made me jump out of my pants. I was like, what the frig is going on? Last thing I
I
expected.
yeah, it's funny because like I liked him. I thought he was a pretty good character, and I know we kind of actually skipped the conversation that they were having when Rick was fighting him, and he kind of convinced him to go along with him. We kind of skipped that part, but I liked him as a character. I really did, and it is what it is, I guess. But poor Okafor is out. So,
Yeah.
and then we see that the plane gets shot down. Eventually, he crashes it, and we got this crazy person running around killing all the survivors. And we find out
Yeah,
at the
we
very, very
basically
end,
cut to the beginning.
yeah, right at the very end, we find out that it's actually Michonne killing the guys. Now we don't know as of right now if she's the one who actually was shooting at them. But luckily he fights her off a little bit. He uses his new fake arm. So good thing he had that, because if not, he would have had one less arm anyways. Because she basically takes a full swing with him with that katana blade. And so
Yeah.
they're back together, and yeah. And now we're going to see, if you look at the previews, we're going to see probably her side of the story, or what has she been doing for the last 5 years, in the next episode.
If
So
you're a good boy like Headless and you haven't seen episode 2, but if you're a bad boy like Milky, you have seen episode 2 because you have sources on the internet. And it's a very good episode, is all I'm going to say. It is very much focused on Michonne, which is pretty much the way we're going to expect it, right?
yeah,
Again, I'm going to mention Dino Joe. He made a very good comment earlier tonight. It was very much Ahsoka like. Episode 1 and episode 2 of Ahsoka was very much similar to The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, first and second episodes. It was kind of like a recap, bringing the two main characters together and then going forward with it.
yeah.
And that's what kind of happens in the second episode. I won't spoil it much from there. We do find out who shoots the helicopter down. It's a sad episode in the same sense, but it's still a good one.
So Quick doesn't think that he could launch it up in the air like a little dart.
You're not far off.
I don't know. I don't know how far off the helicopter was. I don't know where the person was shooting from. I have no idea.
You'll be very surprised when you find out tomorrow. Just know that Milky was giggling with his willow heart sewn in straight. Just know that tomorrow or next time, whenever you get a chance to see it. If you want it, reach out and I can give it you. As always, with these watchdowns and tier breakdowns that we do, if you want to watch it or you haven't got access to it, I can always give you a link. So I have a couple of notes on my phone.
Yeah,
I
go ahead,
can't
man.
believe there's 200,000 people in the CRM. That
Yeah,
final shot with her standing there was, yeah, I'm
yeah.
mixing episodes up. Never mind.
Oh yeah, don't mix
I
them
had
up.
it. Yeah, I was mixing up there. Sorry. I had tense, amazing, and the intro scene felt like a movie. The introduction, the intro sound,
Yeah,
very subtle, very movie-like. And I have here the cinematography is absolutely stunning. I want to know what camera they use. And then my paragraph I had here is what you want to do is exactly what you did. You want to get everybody hyped quickly, get the attention on your show, get the point across that Rick is desperate to escape. He is willing to literally cut off his hand to get away. Total shock value. 10 out of 10 for me. Best episode I've seen of 2024 of all television. And the best Walking Dead pilot episode. I cannot wait for the next 4 more because I've seen number 2.
Yeah. And I'm sure you'll watch it again too before next week.
I will watch 1 and 2 probably in
Yeah.
my bed tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably watch because I have my AMC Plus. The next Sunday, I'll probably watch both of them back to back before the live.
Especially episode 1, it is so heavy with dialogue with Rick. One of the stylistic choices that they made was to give his narrative all the way through the show.
Yeah,
they could have left that out, and they didn't. They gave it us, and it just was such a good fan service because we've waited so damn long to understand the story of his ending and how we get to it, if we get to it. I don't know. I'm just super hyped. I've had a great day on YouTube today. It's been insane. 3 live streams. I'm sure I've gained shitloads of subscribers out, and my team won the final, and we were the champions.
All right, so let's close it out. Let's give a number. So I'm assuming you're a 10 out of 10, or at least
easily.
9.
If I could go higher, I would. Yeah,
10 out of 10. Yeah, I would be right around that 9.5 out of 10 for sure.
What would make it a 10 for you?
I don't even know, honestly. I don't even know. Like, I guess the only thing that might make it better would be like
boobs.
More Terry Quinn, because I really like that actor. I think he's.
Hoppy wants to see boobs for a 10.
Zombie boobs.
Yeah, you kind of got that with Alpha and Negan. You should have stayed in.
Yeah, I mean it's hard because like a 10 out of 10, like we're talking like it depends how you want to rate it. Like 10 out of 10 as far as a Walking Dead episode. Like, so I love the episode when all the walkers come out of the barn in season 2. I love the Shane episode at the end of season 2. Like they like in the pilot, and there's obviously other episodes as well. Those are like some 10 out of 10s. I would put this like right with it, but I don't know. If I had to pick one to watch, I'd probably watch those because those are some of my favorite episodes. But now again, you're talking 9.5 out of 10. I mean, so make it.
You're also connecting nostalgia to the scoring there.
True,
because they are old, and you're reminded. I just think it's one of the most rewatchable pilot episodes of a new show.
Oh, I agree. Yeah,
ever, and you don't even really need to know what was going on with Rick and Michonne to understand that he's trying to get to her. She's trying to get to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't need to have watched all the backstory.
Yeah, it's a very good point.
So I'll give you my final thought and my biggest outlandish thought for this, right? I think where we're going with the Walking Dead universe is a Endgame style Marvel finish, where we might have the Walking Dead World of Wars, where you have the CRM and you have the people working over in the city with Negan and Carol, Negan and Maggie, and then you've got the people in Paris as well getting ready to do stuff. We could have a 3-way battle or the war here.
So you think they're all going to be fighting each other, or they're all going to be gaining up and trying to end this apocalypse?
I think all 3 factions are going to be fighting each other, but it's going to be spread between all of our loved characters within the main show. Ooh. And somehow we might get brought together again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense for what they're doing. It really depends how long they want to do this. How long does Rick want to do it? Right. Yeah, exactly. And it's now Fear of the Walking Dead. That's over too, right?
Yep. All of it's done. Just these spin-offs now.
Now I have no idea how that even ended. Like I did not watch the last season because I just was so out of that show. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I don't remember quickly how it ends though.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I guess I could go watch like the finale, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I could go find a recap or something of the last season.
9 from quick.
Yeah. Because I mean, maybe who knows? Like, I mean, because Morgan was there, and I'm trying to think who, like, what is her name? I'm trying to remember her name. It's not Alice, is it? What's the name?
No, I don't remember.
I can't. I honestly can't remember.
I know Dwight was there.
Dwight, yeah, Dwight was still there. I don't know if he's.
Morgan was immune from vampire things.
Morgan was immune from biting, couldn't get bit.
Yeah.
I don't see. I didn't even know that. So how did they figure that out?
He could walk through the walkers and they never bothered him.
But
He just walked straight past them and they'd be like, "Well, walk past him." Never even attack.
how did they explain that?
His eyes were bloodshot.
Doesn't he still smell like food?
I think he was dying.
I don't know. I would have to go back and rewatch that because
I know he had a big door with a big guy with a cowboy hat and a massive axe, and he was hunting him down for a while. It was pretty cool.
I remember that guy.
Johnny says, "I'm still here. Just have never seen The Walking Dead," which is insane, Johnny.
Wow, you've never seen any of it, dude? Wow.
But I would say you could jump in on this Rick and Michonne one because it really is easy to just jump straight in.
Yeah, because they do
He explains.
They do a summary at the very beginning of the episode. So you could definitely watch it. Like you're not gonna like not know what's going on. Just know that Rick and Michonne are married, and apparently they had a son, which actually I just found out about today because I totally forgot. And then he's got a daughter. Again, I don't even know Judith will ever be in this. Like I have no idea. I mean, maybe down the road, but I don't think
season 3.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see her in the season. I really don't. But yeah, you could definitely hop in. It was a good show. And
I know people have asked Scott and Gimple whether there'll be a movie or anything after this. Scott and Gimple said, "At the end of the show, you'll know." That was his comment.
Yeah.
I thought The Walking Dead was over. It was, bro, but they did the 3 spin-offs.
Yeah, the regular show's over, but then they took some of the main characters and they did spin-off shows.
Which they needed to do.
Yeah, because the whole group thing just wasn't working anymore. Yeah. And then they didn't even kill anybody off that was any, they just basically killed off these minor characters in the finale, which was so dumb. But
welcome to the Headless Ned Stark and Ryan Milky collaboration videos, Anthony. That's what happens.
Bro, it's all about pop culture, man. That's what we do.
Already.
You guys can really jump on board. It's the first episode. You can easily watch it this week and then be caught up next week. Like it's really
watch it tonight. I can send you a link right now.
It's 45 minutes, like 45 to 50 minutes if you skip the commercials. I mean, it'll be on AMC probably all night long. Like that's how they usually do this. It's only 6 episodes. Like this is not like a 24 episode series. Like you could literally watch it with us each week. It's 1 episode a week. That's what we're doing. So I don't know.
Every Sunday.
I if you guys are gonna hang out here with us, might as well know what we're talking about. Now, granted, we gave some spoilers for episode 1, but I mean, I think it's worth watching. I really enjoyed it. So that's obviously Ryan liked it. Raven Reviews. Raven Reviews. We are Raven Reviews. We just don't. Whatever.
Hey, Deadton.
Here, you want Raven Reviews?
Guys, scan these QR codes in the corner of the screen. Tell me where they take you. If they take you somewhere good, hit the follow button.
Yes. And hey, do me a favor, hit that like button too. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this channel membership giveaway. So you still have a chance. You sign up right now. I'll put your name in the duck race. I'm gonna start this thing in like a minute though. So I think
please respect Fred during all streams.
Yes, look at Fred is hanging out. He's like, let's go, guys. I've been moving and jamming for you guys all night long. Hit that join button. Join the Headless Horde. And you can have a chance to win the gift card tonight. I do bi-monthly. Listen, I will do monthly, but I only have technically 4, even though I'm going to include Mark because this Patreon just ended. But I know that I told him I was ending Patreon, so I don't know. Hopefully he'll come over to the channel membership. So I'm still gonna add him to this giveaway because I think it just ended today actually. But if I can get to like at least 10 channel members, then I'll do it monthly. I have no problem with that.
There you go. That's a goal.
Yeah, I mean, so and actually, the more channel members I get, the more little emojis I can make. I think I have 4 right now. I think I was able to make 4. I think I need 3. Oh, I got 2. I got 2. Actually, I might be able to make more now because I think we have Anthony's a channel member, and now Umpty and Johnny. So actually, I can go maybe I'll make a little zombie one. Ooh, that'd be cool. We could throw some zombies in the chat then. So maybe I'll do that.
Saying, where's Steve? They're not happy with Fred. And Quick Draw says, looks like a Gary to me. I don't know what you're about.
Are we talking about Fred right here?
Yeah, they are. They're questioning Fred's legitimacy.
Now you want to
Like, he
know
will bite your face off if you get close enough.
he will. But he wants you to scan that QR code, even though I think everybody in the chat right now that's at least chatting and probably follows on Instagram. But
Oh, thank you, Poppin. You messaged me your address in case you win. Thank you. I very much appreciate when everybody does that. Very, very nice.
all right. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do this duck race. So you have like 30 seconds. If I see you pop up, I'll add you. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it now. Who's gonna win? And then again, after 2 months of being a member, you also will get my brand new pin, which I will be sending those out to the people who have supported me for quite a while. So we're gonna share this. We're gonna do. I think this is it right here. All right, we're sharing the screen. And we're going to do start the race. Boom, there it is.
What if you already have the pin?
Well, you won. Yeah, you won the last giveaway, so I just sent it to you then, since I had it. So you already got it, bro. You're good. You and Ryan got it already. All right, so these are the current channel members. So we're gonna hit done. We're gonna set this thing for what do you think, Ryan? 30 seconds?
Yeah.
30 seconds. And then I'm hitting set, right? I always mess this part up. All right. Good luck. Give me a number in the chat.
Yeah, Quick Joe says I think this series would be a great series for a live watch party. I did that today with Talks and Joe.
Maybe we can do that. Maybe we'll do that for the finale. Maybe we'll pop in at 9 o'clock and then we'll kind of just roll it right through to the live stream for this. We'll just talk about it then. We could do that. I'd be game for that.
Yeah.
But Ryan, you can't watch it beforehand, bro. You can't know what's going on before we watch it live. That's the problem.
Well, I'm in the UK, bro. That's the benefit.
All right,
things earlier.
I see 5 shuffles. Johnny was first.
Good luck, everybody.
2, 3.
You probably will be able to flip this thing on eBay for about $50.
A gift card, yes. You can flip it.
Yeah, the gift card.
Good luck, everybody.
You can flip a card as much as you want. I'm teasing the lead with his red spots. Blaze is holding with his brown colour. And you've got Mark with purple at the back and a spotty pop in. And a Johnny Knight with a
making a move. Here comes Mark.
Everybody's in a nice little line.
It could be a 2 like a pop and pop. Oh my gosh, Blaze is coming out of nowhere.
Blaze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He actually rigged it.
Blazer wins again. But that's fine.
Again.
That's all right. That's what we do.
That's what happens when you're a channel member.
That's right. And he's actually a Patreon and a channel member, so he's double, which I really, really appreciate. And I can't remember to do that. I keep messing up, Ryan. You think I should keep Patreon? Dude, why? Like no one talks to me on there. I post all the time and no one responds. I just feel like I don't know. I mean,
move over to YouTube. It should be on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to cancel, like that's fine. It still supports me. I mean, I only draw the money out once a year. Like I took it out one time last year. I take it out once a year. Yeah, I saw you messaged it. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I know Mark already canceled it, so I'm hoping he comes over to YouTube. I don't think he was in the chat tonight, but we'll see. But anyways, all right, guys. I don't know, Brian. Anything else for the good of the order?
Check out my Walking Dead. Check out my Walking Dead short that I did today. It was pretty fun. We did a little challenge with me, Joe, and Tel. We all posted the same video at the same time, and we're doing a view challenge for 24 hours. Loser buys the first pint at Comic-Con.
All right.
Which should be a little good fun challenge. And then stay tuned because I'll have a Reddit video coming out this week and a Q&A video coming out this week. And also thank you to everybody that subscribed. I'm almost at 800.
Love it, dude.
Which is insane to say. I was 643 yesterday.
There you go.
So yeah, it's been a really good day.
So tomorrow, it's either gonna be tomorrow or Tuesday. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of want to do it tomorrow though. So I'm probably gonna drop a video tomorrow on my thoughts of Bad Batch episodes 1 through 3. I am also probably going to do the next watch party for Twin Peaks. So I am going to be doing episode 5. So there's still time to catch up. We're only 4 behind. I know Poppin. I know you watched the first one with me. I know Quick hung out a while, and Anthony hung out. I think for episode 3 and 4. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's a great series. I did drop my and I know Umpty, you were there too. Johnny, I know you stopped in. I know I dropped my my video essay on Twin Peaks, which it's doing all right. It's like 140 views. It's obviously I wanted to blow up more than that, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. Sometimes it takes a while to pop into that old YouTube algorithm. And then I will also be doing what was the other thing I was going to do? Let's see. Well, no, this is next week. Next week, March 5th on Tuesday. This is next week though. Got Transformers NFTs. I'm going to be in on that. I actually just it's funny. I just sold my what did I just sell? I just sold my Doc Brown. Freddy is Doc Brown, because when I saw that they announced Star Wars and they announced Transformers Series 2, it's like, man, I gotta get some of that cash and drop, because I don't really know how to do it. You have to go to Coinbase or something, and I tried it. Dude, it's a pain in the butt, man. They make it so difficult to do it.
Is it a drop exclusive again?
I don't know, but I just been using drop more than wax. So yeah, but I was like,
you could just use your credit card on drop.
Dude, it never works the way I don't know. Maybe because it's my debit card. I don't know. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'll definitely be doing we'll do a video next week for that. But yeah, I'll also be dropping a video this week because gosh, it's about 6 weeks away. The Cleveland Comic Expo, dude, it's a pretty good list. I'll tell you what. But you know what really stinks is that I was looking at Steel City Con, which is in Pittsburgh. Oh, why would they not go together? So coming to Cleveland, we have, and I don't remember his name, but the guy who plays Ezra in Ahsoka, and we also have
Aladdin,
right? And then we also have what's her face, Diana Lee, who plays Morgan Elsbeth, who already met. But I do have her Funko Pop now, which is fantastic, because now I can get that autographed. But dude, the same weekend, 2.5 hours away from me, that's where what's her face is going to be. That place, Sabine. I'm like, why would you not all go together? Like, what is happening here? So like, I had to make a decision. I'm like, well, this one's a half an hour away. That one's 2.5 hours away. I probably have to get a hotel room and stuff. And so I'm just going to do
Sabine
Cleveland.
was whack, bro. Just leave her on her own.
Sabine is what?
She was rubbish in it. Leave her on her own.
I got the Funko Pop right there. I got Hugh. That's what else? I have Morgan. No,
yeah, but Hugh Yang was amazing.
Oh yeah, dude, Hugh Yang was awesome, dude. David Tennant was a really nice guy to see too. He was again, it was not the longest conversation, but he's a nice guy, really nice guy. Unfortunately, I have my Balin skull. Unfortunately, that will never be autographed, but I will never get rid of that Funko Pop, because that character is probably the best character we've got in Star Wars since Disney took over. I would say it's between him and probably, I guess Mando / Grogu. I kind of almost put them together at this point. Yeah. So, and I do have my hair assigned as well. So I'm trying to get all the Ahsoka autographed. So
I vote for Frog Lady.
You love the Frog Lady signs autographs sometimes. I don't have.
I'm voting that she's probably the best character that they've ever made.
The Frog Lady. not Grogu.
Baby.
Dude. Oh, Babu Frick's probably a top 5. I'll be honest with you. I am a big Babu Frick fan. So, anywho, all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Anthony, I'll get you. Actually, I'm probably gonna do it through Amazon. I'll probably just email it to you. It's the easiest way to do it, and you'll get your gift card. And then Poppin and Mark and Umpty, I'll be sending out your pins tomorrow or Tuesday. And I believe I have all your addresses over there on Patreon. So, all right, guys. Next week we'll be back again. I'll be back tomorrow night doing Twin Peaks. Ryan, you're always welcome to join me as well. If you want to catch up tomorrow, dude, come on board. I'll be curious to see. Have you watched any of it?
I've watched the first episode.
You watched the pilot. So, what did you think about it?
It's rough. I need to watch it again.
I mean, I can explain the first episode, so you don't have to sit there for an hour and a half. But it, yeah, I just don't want. I don't want to say much about it. Like, I know you guys watched the documentary and everything, which is definitely
I really
spoilers.
enjoyed the documentary.
Yeah, I thank you, and I worked really hard on that, But I just think you just got to stick with it, and I think by the end of season 1, I think you'll be in. I really do. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the last episode was good. We see Laura get buried, and that's a crazy funeral scene there. But I don't know. I'll be doing it tomorrow. So if you catch up, you want to join me, we feel free. And also, if you're a channel member and you want to watch it, I will send you the link, and you can come pop in backstage and you can view it as we're watching it. Because if not, you do have to go to. I think it's on Paramount Plus. I think it's the only place I saw it. So Paramount Plus does have it. You could do the 1 week free trial, or I think it's like $10 a month or something like that. And it does have and it actually I think it's $11.99. You get Showtime because that's where the third season is, because it was on Showtime with the third season. The first 2 were on ABC. So, but that again, that'll be tomorrow. Time probably I would assume would be around 9:00, 8:39. If you watch Instagram, I'll throw it up there tomorrow at some point with the link. Yeah. So,
and if anybody wants episode 2 for the ones who live, reach out to me.
Yep, absolutely. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Johnny, thank you for joining the membership. I appreciate it. I really do.
Welcome to the Horde, boys.
Yep. All right, we'll be back next week with episode number 2, and it'll be about Michonne. So, all right, we're out. Don't forget, stay milky, keep those heads on, and we'll see you guys in the next video.